A mutant hunting Tavar? Count me in.
Good. Then we should leave at once. There. Ugh, I can smell them from here.
Stench is unmistakable. Well, so be it.
Let's wipe them out. You go first, and I'll follow. Get behind me! Watch out! Everything all right?
I'd almost forgotten how much I hate these miserable creatures. Anyway, they've all been dealt with. The fort should be safe.
Excellent. I doubt they pose much of a threat, but you can't be too careful. After all, I've heard of Elexitors who can control mutants.
You never know whether there's a mind at work inside them, trying to kill you. Makes them all the more dangerous.
Do you think the Elexitors are behind this?
No. These mutants were just looking for Elex. Typical behavior, mostly harmless. If someone was controlling them, they wouldn't have allowed the herd to get so close to inhabited land. They would have known the fort would see them as a threat and eliminate them.
That makes me feel better. As much as one can feel better when dealing with these... things. Thanks for your help. I'll let you know if anything else happens. That is, if you still want... if you have nothing else to do.
You tell me what I'd be getting into, and I'll tell you if I'm in.
Sounds like a plan. I'm well.
So, you want to let me in on these diplomatic plans of yours?
Well, first I've got to do some intense training. I like to be fight-ready before I try talking to people. Then you're gonna take me to the faction leaders.
What, all of them?
No, dummy. One at a time. We'll start with Baxter. Already know what I'm gonna say to that bastard. Oh, and all that shit about joining the fight at the Bastion or whatever? Sure, fuck it, I'm in. I'm pretty sure I'll end up regretting it, but... hey.
I don't believe this. You want to be the Morcon emissary? Open up diplomatic relations with the other factions?
You think I'm just good for ripping out throats. This is about survival, man. Morcons know how to kill, but they don't have the brains for negotiation. Someone's gotta step up. Might as well be me.
Yeah, but, I mean...
What?
Well, you're rude, aggressive, and never see anyone else's point of view.
Oh yeah? Well, fuck you.
Not exactly the best qualities for a diplomat.
You wouldn't know diplomacy if it spit in your face. Are you Mr. Self-Control now? More like Mr. Fuck the entire world. You think a punch to the face is a fucking icebreaker.
Okay, point taken.
Damn right, so don't go lecturing me.
Baxter, you sure that's a good idea?
Relax, it'll be fine. That's what you're there for.
Thought you could take care of yourself.
I can, you moron. But I'll never get past his fucking guards to talk to him if you're not there. Do you understand now?
Just what are you going to say to him?
Let me worry about that. Do your thing and get me in front of the Duke of Ateris. You'll find out then.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I guess. It's not complicated. We fight back, or they kill us.
Follow me.
Yeah, sure.
You're not worried Baxter might think this is the perfect opportunity to get rid of you?
I'm not scared of him. Looks like time took a big steaming shit all over it. That beast wants trouble!
You're not worried Baxter might think this is the perfect opportunity to get rid of you?
I'm not scared of him. I hope you're not trying to convince me you like it here.
Is something bothering you?
No, other than freezing my ass off, I love it here.
Keeping moving helps.
So does shutting your fucking mouth. Looks like time took a big steaming shit all over it. Come on, here we go! Somebody's asking for it! You're gonna regret that!
He's not exactly Logan's best friend.
True. Those two dum-dums can't stand each other. But they're both too weak to start a war. Got more to lose than to gain. We can do this! I have to give Baxter one thing. Pitching his tents in the crater of all places is a sign of either bravery or outright stupidity. Barely any means of escape, but he's got a wall of idiots who put their asses on the line to stop that bag of shit getting caught.
Why hasn't your brother tried to get his throne back from Baxter?
Too fucking far. Baxter's in the crater, Logan's on the Caracas coast. Besides, he probably doesn't think the crater is worth the trouble. Just a filthy fucking hole in the ground.
got boots and pockets full of nothing but holes. There's no way they'll let us in.
Forget your fucking boots. Those guys need people like us. You'll get some new kicks as soon as we get there, all right? Oh, yeah, maybe something to eat, too. You'll see. Come on.
Fine. You better be right this time.
Just look at this rat's nest. Shitty food, shitty company, shitty shitheads.
You want to go back?
Not at all. It's great here.
There is no figuring you out.
I assume you know why you're here.
Nero, give me a chance to explain.
You let yourself be caught.
I just wanted to help Yasma, the Berserkers.
You should know that the Berserkers are none of your concern.
I was just trying to get info about the fort, about Rat.
And you had no orders from Baxter to do so. Huh. Well, that was very considerate of you. Go home. Get a good night's sleep.
Wait, I'm free to go?
Of course you are. My friend here will escort you. We wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you on the way there, would we?
There's no need for that. I can manage on my own.
All right, then off you go. Sleep tight.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Ah, another volunteer. Go to the board over there. If anything's not clear, just... Equipment and weaponry are not provided. When the job is done...
Can you...
With pleasure. But you have to forgive a little verbosity. Imagine you were painting a picture. You'll need paint, of course. All different colors. Red, yellow, green. While you're setting up your tools, someone comes along and steals your red. So you give up on using red and go on painting with the other colors. And when you finish, you realize your rainbow isn't a rainbow. So you come to me and tell me what happened. All the while, the thief is sound asleep in his bed, thinking it's safe. He doesn't know or care that his hands are dirty. He goes on with life, leaving smudges of red paint on everything he touches. His beer, his friend, everyone but me. I see the rainbow in all its glory. That's because once our friend, then everything is clear.
Just saying I hate criminals would have been easier.
It's not at all that simple. It's not about killing criminals for me. That's far too banal. I see what I do as a profession, as an art. And the picture I work from is clear and has structure. The clearer the lines, the more people stay within them. Understand?
no business here. Finally! Don't you dare do that again. We'll talk later.
Go on through. What are you looking at me for?
You don't need to know who I am, or...
Well, I know you're not one of those purple-ass freaks. You don't need to bribe me, and I... What'd you expect? Oh, I almost forgot.
You're giving me Elex...
Not me. It's Hector's orders. Every visitor gets a happy little chunk of change. I don't know what he was smoking when he came up with that one. You could thank him in person, but that'd mean dragging your sorry ass all the way to the upper district, and that's closed right now. Well, you came all this way, and you don't even... This is Crater City, home of the real outlaws, not those... Baxter's in charge around here. You got any...
There aren't any...
Listen, man, you're with the... If you get off on petty theft, you better not get caught. Here?
You don't have a city...
Ha! That's funny. Now that I think about it, we do have one rule. No outsiders in the upper district. Trust me, though, you don't want to go there anyway. You got legs?
What do I...
That's way above my pay grade.
You're not...
Go talk to Zan. Oh, one more thing. It's every man for himself in the city here. That means you're... Not that I'd mind beating the shit. Okay.
You again? I gave you 20% of my take just last week.
Come now, Vicky. With the influx of strangers... Can't you see I'm busy? Maybe you could fuck off. It's more and more difficult to ensure the safety of you and your business from this tidal wave of potential criminals. This also means, unfortunately, the price for my protection services must increase. Supply and demand, you know. I don't believe that 800 Elexit is too much to ask, considering the wealth of some of your clientele. Not to mention the quality of protection you receive for it.
That's more than half my take. You can't be serious.
Listen to me, sweetie. I'll say it slower this time. You pay the Blade, and the Blade makes sure you're alive to make money next week. The Blade can stop his protection at any time, if that's what you want. To be at the mercy of any number of unsavory types.
Okay. I'll pay up.
I knew you were smart the moment I laid eyes on you. I'll see you next week.
So, how can I help you? I've got some new potions in stock.
I heard you talking with that Blade guy. He giving you trouble?
Yeah. I was robbed a while back. Half of my goods were stolen. Everyone knows he's the one going around robbing people and killing off all the business. Then he shows up demanding payment for his so-called protection.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
What do you want me to do? Report it to the City Watch? You know there's no such thing. All I could do is hire my own protection. But I can't afford that. Not with all the protection money I pay to Blade.
I could take care of this Blade guy for you.
Like I said, I can't pay anyone. Or are you planning on helping for free? and go without eating for... I could maybe give you 80. Can't do more. If that's enough.
All right.
Thank you so much. I'll be glad when Blade finally stops this shit. No. But be careful messing with him. There's a reason. He might not be good for much, but... He struts around the city bullying people.
Wow, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey.
100 shards a day, and there's a You bear the risk. You won't get compensation if there's an accident.
Conditions understood. Now maybe tell me what they're for exactly?
I see I gotta start from the beginning with you. I'm the...
Seems like...
I drink like a fish, smoke like a chimney, and my gun's got more dings than a ripper's got teeth. But I'm still here, still breathing. So, are we in business?
Do you have a name?
I prefer not to. A name is like blood. It just sticks to you and attracts vultures. One little slip-up, and it's on someone's shit list. But your ass can't get sunburned if you stay in the shade. I think there's been some sort of misunderstanding, brother. You handle the dirty work yourself, but I can show you how it's done. I'll train you and sell you enough stuff to survive out there more than a day. I've told you my daily and weekly rates, so, have we got a deal?
I doubt you can teach me anything new.
Gotcha. You're in the business yourself. A pro, so to speak. Listen, pal. You can always learn. Might be a cliche, but it's true. And if not, hey. I knew...
Any chance you got a couple pieces of Elex II for me?
Huh. Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? You're Logan's twin sister, aren't you? How is that shithead? The herpes-laden motherfucker who took over my fort and threw me out on my ass forever ago.
Yeah, sounds like Logan. So what? And before you ask, I haven't had shit to do with him in years. You want to rip him a new asshole or three? Go right ahead. He's somewhere on the coast of Caracas.
Thanks for the info, darling, but anyone with more than a brain cell knows where he is. The problem is getting to him before he sees you coming. I've sent some of my best fighters after that asshole, and he's ripped them to shreds.
Yeah, he's a tough bastard.
He sure is. So, what's new with you? By the looks of it, you've cozied up to the Morcons. You know, I don't have a Morcon gal in my stable. I always wondered how a freaky fanatic would be in the sheets.
And I always wondered what a man would look like after I cut off his dick.
Touché. Well, you're basically useless to me, so if you don't mind, fuck off.
Nasty's here on a mission from the Morcons. She needs to talk to you.
I can speak for myself, thanks.
Okay, Nasty. I'll listen. What in the ever-loving fuck do the Morcons want with me?
It won't be long before the Vandals plow in this pathetic shithole of yours and wipe that smile off your smug face.
So, what are you doing hanging with this little shit? You two are pretty fucking funny, you know that? Seriously, I haven't laughed so much in my whole fucking life. I should rip your guts through your asshole for talking to me like that. But you know what, you pathetic little dumb fucks? I think you've suffered enough. You two should stick together. There's not a half a chance in hell of surviving without each other.
That could have gone better.
Tell me about it. Should have punched him in the balls.
So what happened to being diplomatic?
Sorry, don't care. He deserved it. That asshole got on my nerves.
It might be time to rethink this plan of yours.
Can you grow a pair, please? I know what I'm doing.
If you say so. So what's the next step of this brilliant scheme?
You'll find out when I'm ready, jackass. Right now, I feel like getting in some combat practice.
Well, let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I will. Yeah? What happened to you? You used to be fun. This idealistic bullshit is really